And House members have passed a bill to reopen the government, which will end a now 43-day federal shutdown, the longest in history. House approved the Senate passed bill last night, and President Trump signed off on it. Candace Hare shares the latest.
With a vote in the House,
the bill is passed,
and a presidential signature overnight, the longest government shutdown in U.S. history is now over.
The federal government will now resume normal operations.
Furloughed federal workers getting back on the job today. After 43 days, they and those who worked without pay waiting to hear when their back pay checks will arrive. As airlines work to return to full capacity, the FAA freezing flight reductions at 6% instead of the planned 10% by Friday. With easing staffing shortages set to gradually unsnarl weeks of delays and cancellations.
I think it's horrible how politicians, all of them, use us as pawns.
SNAP federal food assistance will also grind back into gear for the millions of Americans still waiting for their full November payments, turning to food banks instead.
Massive increases in families needing our assistance.
As the consequences unwind, the two parties pointing blame at each other.
Absolutely no question in anybody's mind now that the Democrats were responsible for this.
Donald Trump and Republicans made the decision to shut the government down. Would rather do that than provide health care that's affordable.
As Democrats face their own divisions over the deal moderates in the Senate reached with Republicans, that did not include health care reforms, an issue Republicans say they're now ready to address with the government back in business.
Now, the Senate's top Republican promised a vote on the Affordable Care Act tax credits that Democrats had been holding out for, but Republicans largely opposed. President Trump, though, he did again float the idea of giving money directly to Americans instead, but it's not exactly clear how that would work. And now the clock begins ticking until federal funding expires once again at the end of January. Back to you.
All right, big story this morning. Candace Hare reporting live for us. Thank you.